Man, Infinity Ward, what are you doing? Hey, what is up, guys? This is Bo, or Carl Hungus712. And in case you guys have been living under a rock, or haven't been on YouTube yet today, or haven't followed anybody in the Call of Duty scene that has social media, if you guys haven't been following that, the new Call of Duty game for 2016, COD 2016, it looks like and appears that it will be titled Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Now, I don't know if you guys have the same thought process as me, but damn, that sounds really close to Advanced Warfare. Of course, I know it's obviously not going to be the same, or hopefully it's not going to be the same. But anyways, I just figured I'd talk to you guys today a little bit about the new game and hear what you guys think, or maybe what you guys are expecting, or anyways, I'll tell you guys what I'm expecting anyways. But I think you guys are going to enjoy the gameplay in the background. I ended up dropping just about 60 kills here on Uplink Nuketown, my least favorite map of all time. But I was playing with a few buddies, and we picked up, I think it's the Lucky Clan, if I remember correctly. They ended up wanting to join in with us. But I end up rocking it with the VMP, so all you naysayers out there that say, Bo, you can't play with a submachine gun, you're just an AR player, yeah, you'll enjoy the gameplay. Maybe I need to switch to a sub in this game, because I hit some really nice shots with this VMP. It's a bit on the overpowered side. I still don't think it's as good as the Kuda, but it is a very good weapon. But getting back to COD 2016... And I always have to think of the name because it's IW, so I always say Infinity Ward. No, it's Infinite Warfare. Obviously, that's probably a play on IW anyways. And, of course, you know, like I said in some of my previous videos, that, of course, it was leaked. It was leaked by Shinobi that the next game is going to be way into the future. It's going to be nothing like... Black Ops 3 or Advanced Warfare, which is hard to believe because those games seem to be pretty close to completely sci-fi, especially Black Ops 3 with the Specialists. I have not been a big fan of the Specialists thus far. I know a lot of people do enjoy the Specialists in this game. I'm not one that does. I think they're just too ridiculous. Like I said, I prefer a more realistic shooter. Now, I know Call of Duty is more of an arcade shooter. Obviously, it's not CSGO, it's not Arma. But it's still a game that I love. I love the fast-paced action in the game. I do want to get better at Counter-Strike. And once I figure out how to live stream and record on the PlayStation, Jesus, on the PC, I will definitely bring you guys some of that because I'm sure you guys will want to see my epic fails on there. I have played Counter-Strike on console, and I'm actually not terrible on console with Counter-Strike. But to be honest with you, Counter-Strike is not made for the console. It's a PC game. It's a PC shooter, but I could definitely bring you guys some console gameplay down the road here if you guys are interested in that. But anyways, you know, with the COD 2016, you know, I mean, of course, what's expected is basically if Biblical Reaper is correct on this, it's going to be just like Black Ops 3 movement-wise. And, of course, it's going to take place, you know, way into the future. According to him, it's going to make Black Ops 3 and Advanced Warfare look like the Stone Age, which is crazy to think about. But one can always hope for something different. Maybe the gameplay Shinobi saw was just gameplay from the campaign, which, of course, I don't believe it is to be. I think it's going to be futuristic again. And, of course, one of the bad things with the studios, because I know a lot of us are saying, you know, God, how can you screw this up, Infinity Ward? If you recreated Ghost to a T with different maps and a few different weapons, you probably have a bestseller on your hands because just everybody's getting sick of the futuristic stuff. But, of course, the studios are 3 years in development, and basically once you start developing a game, it's kind of hard to go back on it. And, of course, when Advanced Warfare came out, you know, everybody seemed to enjoy the game, I'd say, for the first couple of weeks. I know the game was well respected. I actually really never enjoyed Advanced Warfare. It was just too, I don't know, clunky's not really the right word. It was just too chaotic, you know, and I wasn't a big fan of it. But anyways, like I said, I'm sure we're going to get another futuristic game. And I have stated before, I don't think Sledgehammer is going to do Advanced Warfare 2, and I could be completely wrong on that. We'll see. just because of the falling out Advanced Warfare got. Actually, I think Advanced Warfare would have really struggled in sales had it not been for the advanced supply drops. That's just, I don't have any hard facts on that. That's just a feeling that I have. I'd like to look it up one of these days and see if they do have any information on that. It's probably not something we could ever look into, sadly, but I think advanced supply drops were the only reason that Advanced Warfare was probably somewhat commercially successful. Of course, everybody's been asking for a COD 4 MW2 remake. The only way I think we'll see something like that, where you start to see some of the old Call of Duties remade or remastered, like I said, we'll see if the backwards compatibility thing ever happens. Like I said, they said Black Ops 1 was supposed to come out. I think it was originally destined to come out Black Friday of last year, and we're, 6 months past that now, and we still haven't gotten any information on it. Like I said, I think if they release some of the older Call of Duties, I think it will cause sales issues with Black Ops 3 and the recent Call of Duty games. And I think that's one of the reasons why we haven't seen it happen yet. Like I said, I'd like to see it happen. But again, everybody has this nostalgic view of all these old games like they're perfect. They're not perfect. I go back and play MW2 now, and of course I didn't get to play Modern Warfare 2 when it was brand new. But there were so many overpowered things in that game. One Man Army, of course, you guys, I'm sure you've heard that, and that's been beaten dead. One Man Army, the noob tube stuff, the overpowered snipers. I mean, there's just a lot of stuff in there, and the game's hacked to hell now. COD 4 I think was a little bit more balanced, but of course you had your grenade times 3 or something like that. I always hear about. I think going back, I think the most balanced Call of Duty that I ever played was Black Ops 2, and that's why that game is my favorite. Now, of course, the quick scoping was a little annoying, and sometimes you had some issues with connection and hit detection and stuff. I don't think the hit detection in Black Ops 2 was too terrible by any means. Like I said, it wasn't as good as Ghost was, or MW2 or COD 4. But it wasn't terrible. It was a lot better than Black Ops 1 or, what else? World of War, The hit detection in those two games was really bad. When I go back and play Black Ops 1 now, I still love the game, and I can still play it. Same with World of War. I can still play that game all the time. It's kind of frustrating with the hit detection and the lag issues and stuff like that. But, I want that to be known. When I say I'd like to see an old Call of Duty brought back, I'm not saying that because the game was perfect, and by no means was it perfect. Same with Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2 was not a perfect game, but it was so well balanced, it made up for the imperfections. Like I said, the couple of issues with that game, I think the biggest issues were connection and the quick-scoping ballista bullshit, you dealt with pretty much in every lobby. But other than that, I think the game was well balanced. The guns were incredibly well balanced. You had League play that was just an absolute blast. That's what made me fall in love with Call of Duty, really, was getting on Black Ops 2 and playing League play. But like I said, it's all hearsay right now. We don't know for sure. We don't know. Like I said, we should get a trailer coming up, I'm guessing probably within the next few days, maybe by next Tuesday or Wednesday, I think was what was predicted by some people out there. They found some footage or something where it's expected to be released, I think, next Tuesday, if I remember correctly. Tuesday always seems to be the big day for Call of Duty, except for this year, which was kind of nice to see Black Ops 3 being released on, what was it, Friday? Yeah, it was on a Friday. So that was pretty nice to see. At least it gave us the weekend to grind the game out, get to have some fun with it, enjoy the weekend. But like I said, we'll of course see what Infinity Ward has to do with when that comes when the game is released, of course, in November. But I think Infinity Ward really needs to nail this one, and I think, personally, just in my opinion, I think if Infinity Ward struggles again, like I said, I enjoyed Modern Warfare 3. Actually, Call of Duty Ghosts was, I have to whisper this, but that was actually one of my favorite Call of Duties. Of course, you can't say that around a lot of people. I enjoyed Ghost, but Ghost had a terrible fallout with the community, especially the competitive community. But the competitive community is really small sample. But I think if Infinity Ward screws this game up, not only do I think you'll start to see remastered Call of Duties to try to save the franchise, I think you may not see Infinity Ward make another Call of Duty. I don't know if that's for sure or not, but I think it's going to be a struggle for them to continue to make games that aren't well liked by the community and have them continue to say, oh well, you know, we're still in line to make the next one and the next one and you know. But like I said, these are just speculative things, and that's just some things that I think, like I said, I do enjoy Black Ops 3. It has its issues, but anyways, I want to know what you guys have to say about the next Call of Duty. If you join the gameplay and stuff, I'll be live streaming for you here, probably tomorrow or Thursday or Friday, one of these nights. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We'll see you next video, and Bo out.